Have you ever heard the phrase, you don't know what you've got until it's gone? How many of you are familiar with it? It's actually lyrics from the song Big Yellow Taxi, which was written by Joni Mitchell and released in 1970. I worry that we've heard it so many times, we've become desensitized to the meaning, or better yet, to the warning attached. You don't know what you've got until it's gone. The idea for the song came to Mitchell on her first visit to Hawaii. One morning she woke up and looked out of her hotel window. In the distance, she saw paradise, crimson red flowers, palm trees swaying back and forth. It was breathtaking. Then she looked down, and all she could see was pavement, cars, buses, exhaust, and maybe even a few big yellow taxis. The contrast of what she was observing posed the question in her mind: who's going to win, nature or industry? The song Big Yellow Taxi became a hit with a very important message. We need to appreciate and protect our natural resources, embrace the love around us, and work towards saving our planet. My intent is not to take you on a political rant, but to apply the concept and take you on a more personal journey. You don't know what you've got until it's gone is probably a lesson no one wants to learn or even think about. But the truth is, it's inevitable and a lesson we must respect. The sooner we recognize this, the better. When I was younger, my mother was a cook at a place that made fast food. There were hamburgers, fries, donuts, and pressure fried chicken. Quite often, when she came home from work, she would smell like greasy, stale sweat. Sometimes I'd complain to her about it and say, Mom, take a shower. You smell like Colonel Saunders. Now, I'd give anything to smell that aroma on my mother. Quite often, we let menial things bother us. When I lost my voice, I realized just how important being able to communicate verbally is for me. I had a speech scheduled for that same night and had to postpone that presentation for a later date. While I was experiencing this laryngitis, I couldn't help but wonder, what if I'm never able to talk again? I think that's the first time I really appreciated my voice. How many of you can walk up a flight of stairs with no problem and use both legs? Or sit on the floor and get back up with little effort? I remember a while back I was going somewhere with an older person, and they were so slow to the point where I was becoming impatient. My ability at the time caused me to discount the challenges of others, and so I got irritated. Now, I wish I could move half as fast as that older person. You don't know what you've got until it's gone. Have you ever taken a personal inventory? After I did this, I developed an acronym to help me see what I do have. You'd be surprised at the riches you actually possess. I know I was. G.A.P. GAP. It's short, it's sweet, and it helps me fill in the gaps of complacency. G is for grateful. Don't stress about the things you don't have. Be grateful for the things you do have. When you enable gratitude, you also fill your heart and vocabulary with words like please, thank you, you're welcome, good morning, I'm sorry, I love you. Be grateful that you have the ability to say those words and people to say them too, even if it's only to yourself. A is for action. Don't take the things you are able to do for granted. Even if your abilities are limited, work those muscles. I'm not just talking about exercise. I mean, create, laugh, dance, think, walk, play. And if that's too much, you can certainly engage the most underutilized superpower you have, the ability to smile. P is for protect. Stay away from a laissez faire attitude. Recognize that you need to maintain everything you appreciate and are grateful for. Do this with self care, which includes self love, patience, which includes being patient with yourself and others, confidence, which includes the ability to believe, yes, I can. You are of great value and worth. Protect yourself from the whispers of doubt. You've got this. Next time you're feeling down on yourself, irritated by others, or think you have nothing to offer, I'm here to tell you to fill in your gap and appreciate the fact that you exist. If you don't believe me, then just hail a big yellow taxi and ask the driver to take you to the closest cemetery. There, you're sure to find the echoes of if only and very many it's too lates. Take advice from Joni Mitchell. Listen to her words and realize what you've got. If you think that the grass is greener on the other side, I assure you it's not. Be the hero of your own story by being grateful for what you have now. Work on making it stronger and vibrant and protected from anything else that might get in the way. Close the gap that threatens your happiness and the happiness of what you've built. Realize that you've got exactly what you need to manifest your own happily ever after.